Maya, meaning illusion, literally. And mind is baby of Maya, hence the mind is illusion. So kicking away this misconception about the mind is the Vedantic Samadhi. In the Yoga Samadhi, the Raj Yoga Samadhi, the Raj Yoga Samadhi is Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyana, and the culmination happens into Samadhi. What will this Samadhi give you? This Samadhi will give you, for a limited period of time, the mind will go into a zone of like hibernation, you can say. Hibernation. The mind just cools down and calms down and is in its like literal seed form. So if somebody achieves and attains the Yoga Samadhi, will not attain Brahma Gyan. Because the Brahma Gyan is to be understood by a very clarified intellect. And intellect is not there in Samadhi. Hence, Samadhi has its own utility. Samadhi's utility is this, that this can give you a first-hand experience that when mind doesn't function at all, and the mind totally goes into recession mode and the intellect calms down and all the five senses have like literally docked back into their source. So this is state of what we can call is sthirta. Complete stability, no movement, nirvikalpta, no thoughts, no anti-thought. This state can be also called a state of great joy. This state can be also called of which will just take away all the attachment, aversions and the drive to live long, the fear of death and whatnot. But for that limited time when the mind will go into this state. And this state can stay from a minute to hour to 10. But then every samadhi will end. So a Raj Yogi will be again aspiring to go back into that state. But even if you be in that state, it's just a experience of joy or experience of peace, shanti, but not self-realization. So the Yoga Samadhi actually has indirect relationship to Brahma Vidya. That is, it prepares the student for Vedanta. So there, in today's time, I can say this is something which is actually needed so much more. Because over here, in this assembly, I can pick more than 60% of people who are emotionally unstable. And I have a very good scanner here. And I can see it. And I know them, most of them. And I know their histories. And I don't have to know the chronological histories of their life, their eyes, their faces, giving me the whole detail. Just today I was talking to one of my Swami and I was saying that emotionally unstable people have no business to stay in this 3-month Vedanta program. So we have to let go of few of them now. Why? Because they are not prepared. They are not prepared. And just by living in the complex of this place will not make you detached. Shaving of your head won't make it. Wearing orange clothes won't make it. Wearing white clothes won't make it. The dispassion has to come very, very deep. And if you have a baggage of, oh, my past was this, my husband was this, my mother was this, my father was this, nobody loves me, Or I don't have a husband, oh, I have no wife and I'm looking for it and I'm can't finding it. Or I don't have money and I don't have a secure job and I'm insecure. Well, if this is your mind status, you are totally not eligible for at least this program which is running here. As bitter I might sound, but truth bites. Truth bites. I don't wish to mince my words. And like if somebody has been detected with a tumor, the patient can't fight with the doctor. Why are you saying I have a tumor? You can't say, doctor, you hate me that you are saying I have tumors. Does the doctor hate the patient? Doctor is just stating a fact. So I just state fact. Someone who can't take a grip of their minds can't go very far in this Vedanta. Can't go. If you have too much of emotional baggage and if you have too much of remorse or guilt or anger or sadness in your mind is like has been bitten by the virus of total negativity. So our tamasic mind is not fit for Vedanta. So there comes the upasana, the devotion into help. There comes yoga which will come into the help. The upasana, devotion, will kill the vasana or the worldly urges out of your mind. And practice of Raj Yoga will bring stability in your mind and body.
Can we redirect that emotions, all those emotions?
No. This is an absolute nonsense which some people are saying. Redirect your emotions. How, see, if you have a, say, cancer in your lung, and so let's redirect it to stomach and send it maybe to pancreas or maybe to liver or maybe to ovary or maybe to thyroid or maybe to brain. Will it solve anything? It's like someone had a very, very difficult or painful experience in the sleep. Nightmares. Horrible dream. Very, very horrible dream. Say scorpions are biting and an elephant-sized scorpions are hitting onto the person and the person is screaming in pain and running and screaming and running and screaming. How can we help this person? Send snake catchers? Send guns to kill all the snakes? Huh? Break the sleep, that's it. If you don't break the sleep, the person will never be free of the demons. The demons are created by the mind itself. So only one thing can help, and that is waking up from the dream. And Gyan can do only that, help you to wake up. But there are small children, when they are sleeping and they are having a bad dream, you wake them up, they go back to sleep. They are not ready to leave the bed. What will mother do? And they are screaming and crying because of that bad dream, and yet they are not ready to leave the dream. So this is the true story of most of people. So the yoga samadhi is the path of Raj Yoga is great to prepare you to become a good student of Vedanta. But when say this, many so-called yoga enthusiasts will get very angry and upset. Why the hell she's saying this, but that's what the true is from the Vedantic point of view, that the samadhi of yoga can just give you the preparation, the eligibility, the suitability to become a Vedanta student. Hence, very, very important. I am not undermining yoga at all. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Same goes for the devotion to your chosen deity, be Krishna, Ram, Shiva, or your Guru. When you have a deep devotion for your deity, you fill your mind with so much of love, so much of devotion, that there is no space left for worldly pursuits. It's like the fires of bhakti will burn out all the garbage of the mind. So when I find people who are carrying this emotional garbage, this just shows that, well, neither they have bhakti, nor they have yoga. So how do they fit into the Brahma Vidya class then? Doesn't make sense. And I don't think so anybody can say that, oh, we don't have time to do all these things. No. Devotion is something which happens in your heart and mind. You don't need time to, feel that. It's like a boy in love with the girl. The boy will think about the girl 24/7, doesn't need a separate time, and says in his school, university or college, "Sir, may I be excused because I have to sit down alone under a tree and remember my girlfriend?" Huh? No greedy person says to the father or mother, "Please excuse me so that I can sit down and focus my mind on money, how to make money. Or admire the money which I might have in the coming future." No one. You just carry it in. So I don't have time. This is not fair. And about the yoga, again, it is a discipline. One has to be disciplined wherever you might be in Delhi or Bangalore or Germany or Timbuktu. It's your schedule. You have to manage it. So discipline comes from yoga. Love and devotion cleans up the mind. Now this mind is ready for Brahma Vidya.